Well, at the end of last video, we wiped, and so we're starting over the Nuzlocke. So hardcore Nuzlocke, right? Nuzlocke rules apply. First, Pokemon faints, it dies. First encounter each route is your encounter for the area. You don't get any further encounters. We're doing hardcore, so no items during battle. The difficulty settings of the ROM hack itself enforce level caps, which are the lowest team member. Yeah. We're also not using setup moves. This is actually attempt 3. Attempt 2 had precisely the same encounters, with the exception of a Growlithe, which used Roar turn 1 and counted as a missed encounter. So I decided to not even play that, because it was like all the same Pokemon except we were down 1, and everybody had worse IVs. It was like a really shit run. This run, however, looks much more interesting. Now, the thing I figured out is that the meta properly is to do nighttime encounters at the start of this game, in my mind, because you get access to things like not Growlithe. So instead of Roar Growlithe roaring you and losing an encounter, you get access to Houndour, who we did find. And just kind of some more interesting things like early Poliwag and Ghastly and stuff that seem a little more interesting. If we check our Pokemon here, we have Niles, Sassy Nature, plus Special Defense, 24 Attack IV, 25 Defense, 8 Special Defense, a fairly tanky Totodile, with not a bad physical attack. And then if we check our box, we can check out the rest of the squad. Water Absorb Sirius, with a 31 attack IV, 29 special attack, with decent bulk, like average or better. It seems like an incredible Poliwrath here, potentially. Houndour, minus special defense plus speed, is not the greatest. The IVs are pretty good, though. Pretty average, except for HP and attack. Attack we can actually use with early bite and stuff, so this should be solid. Rattata, minus special defense plus defense, with Runaway. Yes, no guts. That kind of sucks. 31 attack, though, 30 speed. Rest of the IVs are shit. Complete Glass Cannon. I'm thinking we keep this guy kind of in the back for Morty, maybe. We've got a modest Hoot Hoot, which could be pretty cool. Special attack, 23 IV, 29 on defense. Good on everything except for attack, just like almost min attack. Seems fine. Battle Armor Hasty Kabuto, 29 attack, 26 defense, 29 special defense, and 17 speed. This seems like really good. Really excited to use this guy. Then we got Ghastly, Levitate, Docile Nature, with 23 special attack, 31 Spadef, 22 speed, 20 HP. So this thing doesn't take physical hits, but it takes special hits. It seems also very good. We've got this guy, Insomnia, maybe another thing for Morty, who is on my mind because he wiped me. The Quiet Nature is plus special attack minus speed, which is bad. And if we look at the IVs, here's where things even out a bit. This guy, hot garbage. 2 zeros, incredible in terms of badness. He does learn Flash, which could have some more utility. We got a Geodude, sturdy, plus defense, 16 IV, 29 attack IV, but only 1 HP. Seems alright. Minus special defense plus defense is going to be really good here for a nature. And yeah, that's where we're at. So, we're ready to fight Faulkner. The question is, we don't have an electric type, right? So what's the strat for Faulkner? Well, I think Ghastly is a cornerstone, because Faulkner's lead has no coverage for him because he's Levitate. So, I want to lead Ghastly. That'll beat the first lead, or he'll switch. And switch into like a Hypnosis, potentially. If that happens, we pull Ghastly out, because Ghastly always 1v1s the other Pokemon. So then we have 5 team members with which to win the fight, out of our starter pack of 9. The other thing we can do here, so the Noctowl, the Ace, has Peck. If we can stall it out of Mud Slap, then we can beat it with the rock types. So I think Geodude and Kabuto are coming for sure. And then maybe Hoot Hoot is another Levitator, so to speak, because it's a flying type. So something there that can swap in if we don't want to use Ghastly or risk Ghastly or whatever. And then, yeah, it's down to these guys, so... Probably... Actually, let's compare stats. I definitely don't want the bug. Because he'll just die. Oops. Now, I could bring the Hound. Once we've cleared Mudslap, maybe we can take a peck safely, but I'm not completely sure. And all we would really have here is Ember, which is maybe not super effective. Well, it's not super effective. Maybe not terribly effective against a Noctowl. We could have Rattata Quick Attack as a way to finish it off, potentially. And then we've got, yeah, our 2 water types. Scratch only on Toto. And then Polly... Wait, where's Polly? Polly's here. Polly has Bubble Hypnosis. So Bubble is slightly higher base than Scratch on Toto. 13 special attack versus 17 attack, though. 17 defense. Totodile's, out of everybody, the one that's most likely to be able to take a hit and keep going. So I think it's Toto. And then I think Rattata Quick Attack. If shit gets real desperate, I guess. So, where is my Silk Scarf? It's on you. I only see you as a pivot, so I'm thinking Silk Scarf, optimal here. Then, yeah, everybody else gets Orans. Alright, and then do we have anybody else that can learn Flash as another way to potentially stall out the Noctowl? I actually don't know if the Noctowl can be flashed. I need to check that. So 50-50 Insomnia, Keen Eye on the Noctowl. So Flash is like a desperation play, but that doesn't mean we might not do it, right? Like, it might just be the thing. Alright. So, the Pidgey can't hurt us, but he might want to switch. So my thought is to Hypnosis in case he switches. He doesn't. So we get that. Alright, then we have to kill this with Smog. Which is quite doable. Honestly, smogging the Noctowl on the Switch wouldn't even be that bad. Okay, so this is Insomnia, or this is Keen Eye, I don't know which. I could Smog here. Do we think it's worth risking Bloody Mary? Probably not. If I Smog this, it's huge, because I can just PP stall it pretty easily. I have a lot to gain by a Smog here. I'm going to go for it. Okay, half HP. Smog connects. Do we get the poison? So I was... That's really nice. I think we win. Ghastly is so good here. So, yeah, I want to look at this real quickly. I still don't know if this is 2x crits. I still haven't actually figured out. So this is, like, essentially min-defense Ghastly. But a decent HP, like... Ghastly doesn't have... So Ghastly can definitely survive a crit retaliatory peck from this. So I think going for the Smog here is always correct. Even if it has a chance to kill, there's too much to gain from it. I definitely switch now, though, because we're down 2 HP. So, this is the pack. So let's go Sediman. So Sediman on pack. He growls me. Now it's going to be Mud Slap. Let's go Strigid. I'm more willing to risk the Strigid. Now it's not Mud Slap. We do Sediman. And then we do Strigid. This is just a win. We just win. He can't kill us. It's like impossible. He'll never Mud Slap the Geodude this way. I like that the original strat was like, oh, Pikachu, it's the freest thing ever. No, he just fucking dies. but the actual counter is just fucking ghastly. Although the smog, like, you know, was by no means guaranteed, of course. That's like, what, 30% chance of poison? Like, it's a high poison chance. Well, less so because the move can miss. But yeah, I think we had this either way, though, because I think, actually, the strat really is just to PP stall the Mud Slaps, and then just duel him with Kabuto, then maybe a Rock type in the back if you got the Geodude or not. I think that's the strat here. We get 4 encounters before Bugsy. First we have Sandshrew, Lonely, Sandvale. That's the wrong button. Wait, that's the IVs, right? Yeah. 23 attack with plus attack seems pretty solid. Max speed, well, except for the nature, but max speed IV. Seems like a decent Sandshrew. We have Slow Poke, plus special attack minus defense. 23 special attack, 15 defense, 21 speed, 7 HP. Seems alright, own tempo. We have a Paras, notoriously not a very good Pokemon, but plus special attack, 21 special attack IV, 20 HP. He does have Leech Seed, which does give us some special utility, so he's not completely useless. And then we have Machop, minus attack plus special attack, modest Machop with a 9 attack IV. Pretty rough. Now, I'm recording this after something happened on the stream. So as you will see, in the next immediate segment, one of these 4 will not survive. In coffee. I don't have a good counter for this. Dude, oh my god, he's smogged on the Switch! Woo! That was a really bad... that was a dumb risk. I don't know why I thought about doing that. Also really dumb to bring in Togi, but here we are. Dude, the fucking smogs. Knock it off. I'm gonna die. Am I faster? Jesus Christ, that thing fucking fucked my shit up. I'm actually so fucking in trouble. Oh, dude. Calm the fuck on. Why did I not prepare for this fight better? I just didn't remember this being, like, anything threatening. I'm actually in so much fucking trouble. I just kind of gotta, like, wake up. Wake up! Please wake up! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my god, I don't kill. Kill it? Kill it. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, just a Machop. I don't really give a fuck. Well, at least it was a modest Machop. It was still sloppy that he died, but, it's not a huge loss overall. Alright, let's get the team together for the gym. So we know that we're facing Bullet Seed bug types, right? So like Geodude, Kabuto, not great options here. I don't... let's check the... So we are checking the docs for the ones who've already fought, because I don't want to go through the effort of like rewatching the video and counting moves. So let's look at this here. So yeah, so there are bug type moves on Bugsy's Pokemon. But we are a fire type, but also our physical defense is really low. I don't know if Houndour is the guy. Let's do this. Obviously Togetic comes. Togetic is the singular most obvious guy. Honestly, does Zubat stall anybody here? Or Ghastly? Like, I'm not opposed to doing some stall bullshit again. Pin Missile, Bullet Seed, Bugs on Pineco for Bugsy, so we could probably beat that with Ghastly, honestly. Bullet Seed, Comet Punch, Ledian. And then Quick Attack, Fury Cutter, Bullet Seed, Pursuit, Scyther. So obviously, ooh, okay, so if I bring Ghastly and then the Scyther comes in, he just dies to Pursuit. So Ghastly's not good here. This is kind of a rough squad for this, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, Leech Seeding is honestly something I might have to do. Bug doesn't mutual resist though, right? So, like, we're still weak to Bug. That's, back-end fetch failed. Well, stuck my dick, Bulbapedia. I believe we're still weak to Bug. So, realistically, I could, like, Leech Seed the fucking Ledian. The other question would be, does Bullet Seed make contact? I doubt it. I would assume it doesn't. Comet Punch Ledian, though. Like, this is an option. I think you're definitely in the party. 100%. I don't know, maybe Skriker is good because it would resist Dark. And be neutral to Bug. Like, maybe the Scyther Fury Swiping is better than anything else it could do. All things equal. 15 defense. I mean, it's as good or as bad as most other things. Alright, Houndour's in the party. I think Paras is in the party. Zubat. Poison Sting, Zubat is like very desperate. I can use it as a pivot. So the other option is stuff like Sandshrew, 29 defense. Like, obviously weak to Bullet Seed, but it is non-stab Bullet Seed. It comes on something else. I mean, but yeah, I would like click Rollout for damage, and then he would just die to the next turn's Bullet Seed. Like, that's not a play. It's not really a thing. This might be a real rough gym for our squad, I'm not gonna lie. Totodile probably has to come, because nobody else here... I mean, yeah, but Bullet Seed, like, that doesn't do anything. I really should be going Cyndaquil on these runs. I want to use Toto, but... Cyndaquil is just the correct play. It really is. Raditz is not leveled, so, like, that's not an option. Honestly, Spinarak would have maybe been okay. But yeah, it's just not gonna have good moves. Yeah, I just don't have anybody that's like particularly all that good here. Okay, what if we take Bloody Mary? Like, if we assume the Scyther comes in second, Bloody Mary could be the one to duel. Okay, let's look at it this way. If we take Bloody Mary, we're counting on Scyther second, Bloody Mary duels and defeats the Ledian, maybe. Big maybe. Omelette versus Scyther is probably as good as it gets. Maybe I want to save Omelette for the Scyther. I was thinking about leading just to, like, immediately start doing shit. Honestly, probably lead the Owl. Or do I lead, like, my dog? Okay, if I lead the owl... Actually, if I lead the owl, I would assume it just is... I kind of want to, like, bait in something that's actually, like, weak to bug, I guess, or dark? What if I lead Ghastly? Ghastly versus Pineco? No, because then I die to Pursuit. That's not an answer. Fuck me. Wobbles? Pineco has Pin Missile. That seems pretty bad. Do we have somebody who can duel Pineco? Duel Pineco and bait in, like, Scyther. We really don't. We really, really don't. Okay, I think I just have to do this. What if... Okay, I could go Bloody Mary and legitimately, like, sack it. If I just happen to get pursued, it just dies and we just shrug and accept that that is fate. It's not good. Also, we do get Gengar in this game, so, like, it'd be nice to use a Gengar. Alright, let me scheme. Alright, this is the team I've decided on. We're leading Strigid, we're bringing underleveled Arachne as a sack. If we revisit Arachne, Insomnia, which is something against Morty, but, like, this thing has 0 HP IV, 11 Spadef, like... plus special attack, nature minus speed. This thing is not a guy. This thing sucks. I would rather sack it for a clean switch to a better Pokemon than try to use Ghastly here. It's just not gonna work. Oh, did you know Cut's actually a book type move? Well, thank you, Bugsy. Very nice to see that you have edited dialogue for the game to explain the type change on Cut. Alright, probably need a few pecks here to kill this. 1v1 is the goal. We are faster. That is not much damage. Bruh. That's real bad. Okay, he's hardening. Do we think we kill this? I went to 8. I kind of need to kill this, honestly. Like, I can't swap into a headbutt, really. Well, could I? I don't want to. I will risk the crit. We went to 8 from 45, though. I don't know if we realistically have good odds on that. That's like 17 damage apiece, essentially. 17, 34... Dude, it's like 17 to 18 damage a hit. We go to 1 or we die. If we don't kill. We don't kill. We do die. Okay, well, is what it is. Strigid, I was actually kind of looking forward to seeing what you could do as a modest knockdown with a 23, but, like, I had to go for that. This gym is too shaky. Now Omelet has a free kill, at least. So Omelet's in for whatever comes next. Constrict? Bro, I'm not... It is 40 base. Actually, honestly, yeah, String Shot misses. Fuck it. Okay, Ledian comes in. I think... Bullet Seed, Comet Punch, Supersonic, and Reflect. The fact that this has Reflect kind of sucks, but, like, I have Gust, so it's kind of whatever. Do I go to Striker? I'm a little worried about Comet Punch. I mean, I just go to Wobbles, right? Try to, like, leech this or something? Or, like, get a Effect Spore on it or whatever. Okay, he goes Reflect. Leech. Okay, I mean, we theoretically can take that. Okay, goes to sleep, gets leeched. Huge. Switch to omelet. Go for the kill. Kill now. Okay, very nice. Okay, that's pretty huge. Scyther. Do we charm first? One charm and then gust, maybe? I think we kind of thought that was the right play last time. 3 tap on gust, but it buries, so yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. I probably could have saved Hoot Hoot. Yeah, because Omelet would have killed, so I could have sacked Arachne and saved Hoot Hoot. Yeah, that was the play, right? Sack Arachne rather than risk Hoot Hoot. And then we just go to Omelet on the freebie. But, like, I didn't have much gas for this gym. Oh my god, no. Please. So I'm not, like, bummed by this. It's not ideal to have 2 deaths here, but... Oh, we got a level 10 Pineco, which can self-destruct as our headbutt encounter. So we're just gonna huck a friend ball and hope it works. Speed. Nice. Okay. Thank fuck for the friend balls. Friend balls that have bug catch bonus before the Pineco show up. Very, very nice thing to see. Alright, our encounter on Route 34, I believe it's 34 outside of National Park, is a Growlithe. This thing still has Roar. This is what I had hoped to avoid earlier in the game, and now I'm facing it here. We have 1 fastball from Kurt. We're just going to huck it, and we're going to hope we can just catch it with fastball. This is extra effective on fire types in this game. Okay. What a relief. A lot of dodgy encounters coming in here this time. Well, these are our 4 encounters before Whitney. You've already seen 2 of these, of course, because they were both dodgy encounters. Oops. So we've got Forge, the Growlithe, Flash Fire, Naughty Nature, 0 attack IV, though, to go with that Naughty, but good defense and HP bulk. It's too bad he's not Intimidate. We've got our Pineco, Sturdy, Naughty, plus attack, 0 attack IV. Noticing a trend? I'm noticing a trend. Bad defense IV is mid HP, pretty mediocre. We've got Cute Charm, a Lonely Jigglypuff, attack, again, single digit IV plus attack, 3 defense, 14 special, but 23 HP, like, and of course it's a fairy type, so this seems alright. This was the egg this run, so I chose this over last time we took Elekid because I missed the level up condition being 30. I was thinking 20 for some reason. Whereas this guy is Friendship, so we get the Jiggly right away. Getting the Wigglytuff is tough, unironically, but we should be able to get a Moonstone and Runes of Alpha eventually. I'm just not exactly sure when. Probably not before Morty, which would be ideal, but I still think, I mean, just a normal type Pokemon with Fairy here should be okay for Morty. And then finally, Venonat, the massive disappointment. I went for the Murkrow in the National Park, but I got the Venonat, so mistake. Compound Eyes, Serious Nature, mid-tier IVs. It's a Venonat, man. So, now we need to beat Whitney. We're ready to fight her. Everything is in order. We're just right up to her. So, how do we beat Whitney? That's the question. First things first, is any of Whitney's stuff cheesable? Headbutt, Charm, Sweet Kiss, Metronome, Clefairy is semi-cheesable. Teddy Ursa, Fury Swipes, Fake Tears, Lick, Mud Slap. But, like, Lick means Ghastly's not the answer. I mean, we definitely want Gyarados on the team. 100%. The Miltic does have a rollout, so that's not always the answer. Wobbles is probably okay here. Getting a Leech Seed up would be incredible. I'm willing to sack him. And Wobbles is a lady? Actually, yeah. You're male. Okay, let's do this. You're not coming because you're Morty team stuff. You're probably also Morty. I would rather sack you on Morty than sack you here. I would like to probably hold off on you to make sure you evolve and are useful to us. I would say. Male, male, male. Female Pineco. I don't think you do anything. No, you definitely don't with rollout. Female Poliwag. Omelet? What happens if the Miltank clicks rollout? If I bring an Omelet against the Miltank, I can click Charm, I can click Yawn, it can click Rollout. We'd be taking the third hit, but then we'd be switching to somebody else. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Charming, it's really good. Charming and a lot, like, I can Charm it and Intimidate it. I have options. I think Wobbles has to come as, like, a emergency guy. And then probably, honestly, like, Geodude and Kabuto. At least I can resist the normal stab. Headbutt, Charm, Sweet Kiss, Metronome, Mud Slap, Lick, Fake Tears, Fury Swipes, Rolled Out Attract, Stomp, Milk Drink. Yeah. Like, what if I do Protect Gas? Like, does that do anything? We can't be stomped. Curse Miltank could be sick, but I'm sure I die to roll out if I click Curse. I still feel like Ghastly's probably the way to go. Because it's got too much opportunity as a pivot to disrupt things, I think. And it's like nobody else here does anything other than like Niles. But Niles is not terribly special here. Maybe Sandshrew. Minus defense Sandshrew. It is Dig, so it resets rollout. Let's think about it for a second. Alright, the plan has not changed. Geodude lead. If we can get a Charm up on Miltank, Kabuto can take a lot of hits. Everybody's got Protect to stall out rollout if the Miltank starts rolling out. Like, I think we've done what we can. So, this thing is a pain in the ass. If we could... Dig is the highest damage here, so... Okay, it's fast, and that really sucks. I was hoping I could get one undebuffed Dig out, but... Play might be to switch, then. Self-destruct? Okay, I'm infatuated. Double reason to switch. The only thing this could hit Ghastly with is Metronome. But what do I do on Ghastly? This is not a normal type. I can lick this. Like, I can try and see what I can do with Ghastly on this, I guess. If that allows me to reset Geodude too, I can always bring it back in. If I can paralyze this, that would help a lot. Metronome. Hyper Voice. Try again. Okay, we got the para. Missed, okay. Let's go to Geodude. Metronome Stun Spore, you fucking son of a bitch. Rock Tomb it. Sweet Kiss, Parafusion. That ain't it. Okay, but now there's a light screen up. But we got through the Clefairy without taking that much damage. Teddy Ursa is in second. So this wants to do what? Mud slap me, I guess? Let's go to omelet. Let's charm. That's really bad. Fuck me. Gara. Okay, light screen's down. I wasn't really counting on fucking paralysis showing up everywhere. I think we fight this on omelet now. It's dropping my Spadef. Does this do anything? Not if I'm a flyer. Okay. Just try and kill it. Okay, the first one was a crit. Shit. Five times, no fucking triggers, bro. Okay, goes for the lick. Gets the fucking paralysis again? You kidding me? Okay, Miltank, it wants to kill me. It's gonna kill me. It wants to stomp. So, let's think about this. If I go Bloody Mary, this fails. Maybe that's not bad. I would go like Gyarados on a rollout versus a stomp. That's better. That's less damage because it's base 30 on the first roll. Yeah, okay. Okay, one Intimidate up. Now it rollouts. 72 to 59. Okay, we just protect. Now I think it wants to stomp. So we go back to Bloody Mary. It goes for the attract. What I'm really wondering is if I can take the fucking rollout here and try for something. It's not really worth it. Let's just use the Gara to debuff this. Okay, there's the crit. That's a problem. So now we're dead to the crit. Stall it. Back to Ghastly. So now it's a -2. If I could Hypnosis, this would be nice. And misses the rollout. Okay, lands the Hypnosis. This is a free switch to Gyarados. Because it can't wake up this turn. Seems good. Okay, we're dead to crit. It could wake up or it could not. I could try to do something on Setaman here, maybe. Okay, perfect. A Rock Tomb to lower speed would be really nice. Lands the attract. Nice. Okay, try again. Nice. Try again. Okay, at some point we're risking a lot of damage here to the stomp, or to a crit. Go until I'm in the yellow. Okay. You want to come in on a stomp? Or on a rock, on a rock, I mean, here. Oh, milk drink? That's fine. Okay, we dig. It hits attract. Would it be stopping me? It would, right? So I can go here. It goes milk drink. I could try the hypnosis again. Okay, the rollout for 3 damage. Dig. Rollout fails, dig lands. Hits the attract. Does the rollout. Protect. So that does no damage. Okay. Wait, I can curse this. As long as it doesn't crit. I am risking crit here, 100% though. Okay, we got away with it, unpunished. Now we just win on Walsh. I should have protected there to reset that damage. Dig. Dig was always the correct play because we don't get attracted if we miss. I mean, it's just gonna run out of milk drinks. Okay, it does land an attract. I think it ran out of milk drinks though. Nope, no, it did not. This is so fucking dumb. Okay. Well, there we go. These fights are, honestly, the low level caps, like for this not technically being a difficulty hack, the difficulty settings it has, go a long ways towards making it play like that. Not like an insane, you know, this isn't like, you know, a difficulty hack where you need to like plan the fight meticulously, right? But as far as for like a no calc, semi-blind or blind playthrough, depending on whether or not we've done the fight before, it's like a nice level of difficulty, I think. Feels good to find those little lines to like make it work out. So like I don't know. Versus something like Pokemon Run and Bun where it takes like an hour per fight and there's like 400 fights and it's just like an ordeal. I kind of like this. Good diversity of encounters, like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun with it.